Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another nighttime stream. Today is Saturday, September 5th, and if you guys were here for the daytime stream, hope you enjoyed a bit of Fallout 4 Hardcore Survival. Obviously, with this being an ASMR stream, we're aiming for something a little bit more relaxing this go around. As you can tell by the music, if you know the music well, and of course, if you just read the game under the title of this stream, you'll know that we're going to be doing some Skyrim. You lurk like crazy, Shaggy. You do your thing. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we are playing a pretty heavily modded version of Skyrim. If you guys want to know what I've modded the game with, I can tell you on the Discord, but I don't have it published anywhere else. But we are continuing a Ranger, classic Dungeons & Dragons Ranger playthrough that we started. And we're going to keep that up today. We actually got a lot accomplished last time out. We've advanced our character quite a bit. Oh, this is that first start crash that always happens. I gotta restart it. The first time I boot Skyrim script extender, it always crashes and I gotta reboot it. So, not sure why. There we go, that's better. Gotta wait for the mods to load. We're just gonna wait for a little notification at the top left and then we will get started. There we go. And off we go. Oh, looks like we have a level up. Did I not take one last time? So that's for, I mean, either that or we're like 5 XP from a level up. Either way. Right, started us in Whiterun. Oh, this is where we crashed. We were selling stuff to Adrian and we're in the middle of getting everything crafted when the game denied us our joy. So, we'll have to pick up from that point. That's fine. Easy enough. Let's see what we've got. So, archery just at level 40. It gives us a perk known as Steady Hand, which slows time down. It is incredibly valuable. We can also get the next rank of Overdraw, which will also be useful because that's 60%, no, 40% more damage. All right. So I believe we've already sold all of the armor we had that we were saving up. Yeah, it does, other than the enchanted stuff, which I'm intentionally saving. Did I make the potions already, or did I skip? I skipped out on it. All right, that's fine. We'll pop by and get that done. Alright, back home at Breeze Home. This is the only home in the holds that we currently own, so let's just grab all of our ingredients and get some potions made. This is the big magic maker for us. Or magic money maker. Wow. I mean M words, yeah, but wrong M word. So we'll experiment a little bit, see what we find. Alright, it's not bad. I don't really have all that much in the way of ingredients, so this isn't going to be a very profitable trip, but kind of had to come back here and do it anyway. Oh wow, Fortified light armor. That's a new one. I don't think I've ever noticed that recipe. Oh. This is gonna be another one of those Bethesda games where my lack of mouse control is gonna get me into trouble. was kind of hoping something would mix with snowberries. Otherwise, they're pretty useless. There we go, resist frost. Another method of making it, which is nice. Because it's pretty profitable. Ah. I need to stop clicking by gut instinct. Actually, let me make a quick modification to my microphone stand and a bunch of other stuff. There we go. That's better. Oh, it's much more comfortable. Go. Sorry guys, I had to make a quick adjustment to my setup there. Alright, so we've got the most purple mountain flowers. And we're just gonna eat up everything we got. And then kind of go in order, see what we find. Alright, and that is all the possible combinations. Store all that here. And we're gonna go sell all that crap. Also got some random beef stew in our inventory. Not sure where I got that. Okay, so the hunting bow of ice is going to be outmoded because I have an orcish bow. That will depend on whether or not... oh, hello, Barbus. Let me drop some stuff off real quick, actually. Get out of the way, Barbus. That will actually depend on whether or not we have a soul stone. Soul gem. That is of adequate size to be doing that kind of thing. So... I need the gemstones. I can sell other things if I'm really short on cash. The ingots weigh a lot and I don't need them at the moment. Other lockpicks come with leather strips and stuff. There we go. I should probably consider getting more lantern oil. Just because I burn through it quite a bit when I'm outside. Is that actually... Oh, my lantern was off. There's just a bit of a glow about me, I guess. I'm just a shining example for the rest of the world. Let's go to Arcadia. Just because she tends to offer us the best prices for our potions. I'm going to set up a quick save here because we do, it's the only exploit I do in Skyrim, or in Bethesda games. And it's just a Shopkeeper Reset. For unknown reasons, you can reset a shopkeeper's inventory as well as the number of caps they have on hand by punching them and doing a quick save, quick load. I haven't the slightest why. We're just going to sell every potion that's not for health. And then this glorious stack of resist frost potions. So there you go, there's an example. Quick save, shove an arrow up her nose. No big deal. If I may speak my opinion, she looks more attractive with the arrow in her face than without it, so that's just me. And that's more gold. And then do it again. Right between the eyes. It's good to know that I can aim at a target 2 feet in front of me. I wish the dog would stop barking. I'm gonna stab him in a minute here. He is a useless mutt. There we go. Alright, 4,107 gold. That's not too bad. If we need to, I can buy a grand soul gem for my bow. We can put a pretty smacking good enchantment on it, provided the game doesn't crash. That is. I loaded good. Sometimes it just doesn't allocate memory in that spot correctly, and so we just stay crashed. Are there any quests to complete in Whiterun? It doesn't look like... Oh, there's something here. Wait, why is that marker showing up? That's weird. It's showing an indoor marker for me. Like right there. Like that white marker at the top of the screen right now. What are you trying to have me follow? Oh, well. It's not correct, regardless. Thankfully, we have so much stamina, we can just sprint everywhere. It's great. Actually, I should remember to start doing the combat roll instead. After all, it is a bit more effective. And gives me sneak skill. For every time. For every single tick that an enemy looks at me but doesn't see me. So I need to remember to do that. Gotta keep my weapon out for that. Right, so here's the enchanting table. This I'm really excited for. I'll explain why in a minute. And this one, because those are two things I do a lot of. Smithing and alchemy, and having jewelry for those two enchantments will be very, very powerful. Okay, so gemstones speak. We don't have soul trap yet, I don't think, so there's a couple problems. We don't have archery, which is a bummer. I've wanted Fortified archery for a while, so. We do, however, have Fortified alchemy and smithing, both of which are excellent enchantments. With my current skill and a grand soul gem, I can get 8% better improvements to armor, which is or 8% improvements to potions, which is actually good for our gold intake. So, as for damage, we can do 10 points of damage in fire. Or what I'll probably end up doing is 10 points of damage in frost. Ooh, or we could do magic damage actually. We do meet a lot of enemies with magic. Might do a shock bow. Actually, could be pretty neat. But first, we need a gem that's worthy of such a weapon.
There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? Spells and
Does he have any enchantments himself? Sometimes if you get lucky and yeah, he doesn't. No, it was worth a look. I will sell him anything useless that I have, like the spell tome that I will never use. And see what I can buy from him. Right, so he's selling a grand soul gem for 3 grand. Pricey, but well worth it since it has a soul in it. So I'm gonna purchase that one thing.
you know, if you've got the aptitude.
That said, it only cost me 1,400. That doesn't seem right. I paid more than that for it. I thought it said, oh, value per weight. Oh, I'm silly. I was reading the wrong column. In which case, we might buy another. I don't know how I was reading the wrong column.
I had you figured for a mage.
Whoops. Yeah, there it is. Only 170? Oh, that's mine. Whoops. Wow, I'm having a moment, guys. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Greater soul gems. 1,032. That's a bit steep. It's a bit steep considering I don't have anything to really enchant. Because the 3 things I want are alchemy, sneak, and fortified light armor. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the above, I don't think. No. So, it's fine. We're gonna enchant the orcish bow, which is gonna be our secondary bow to the dwarven bow now. This only does 17 damage. Probably charge it with shock damage. Wow, 12 points for 88 charges. But if we do 10 charges, or 10, we can get 108 shots out of it. That's pretty lethal. Something to keep in mind is this is a grand soul gem. So considering a grand soul gem will run you about 1,400 gold, you're essentially paying 14 gold per charge. And that's something to think about, is like how much gold do enemies carry on them? I know that's a nerdy little detail, but it's something I think about. So, like, I don't know if I want to do that. I might do, like, 5 points of damage and get 232 charges out of it for now until I'm really wealthy, and then I can just splurge. 8 points would be good, too, because that's 8 plus 4. Yeah, we could do that. That's not bad. We'll do that. And then pick a soul gem, do the grand. Yeah, then we'll just rename it. We'll call this the all you theater geeks will love this joke. The rest of you will think it's retarded. So, congratulations on both sides of that fence.
Intriguing the way certain materials are more or less receptive to the force of lightning, is it not?
I've never heard him make a comment on the particular choice of enchantment I've made. So that was fascinating. Oh, the name of my electric casting bow. It's okay. I'll wait. It's such a nerd joke. That's the best part of it. It's such a horribly nerd joke. Like it's not funny to anyone but you and me and maybe one or two other people in the universe. But it's funny. It's a funnies. I made a funnies. It's just the greatest thing. All right, moving on. Nothing really else to do here in Whiterun, so we're gonna go ahead and bail. I am going to check Drunken Huntsman again, because we've got enough gold to splurge. We're not wealthy. If you go by the game's definition of wealth, I'd say about 9,000, 10,000 gold is considered wealthy. Everything below that's like, yeah, you know, middle class and poor. We're kind of middle class, I'd say. But yeah, 2,800 gold. I'd like to make some good use of some of this stuff. Right. You could get a bunch of free level ups from just doing a lot of enchanting. Just bring up like 50 jewels, buy 50 petty or lesser soul gems, which are cheap, and then just spam enchantments at it, which it just takes a while and it's boring to watch and it doesn't really work all that well. So we're gonna roll our way over to the Drunken Huntsman, which if I did this correct, I can just roll right up that hill. Forgot which house it was for like 2 seconds there. That is a horrible cup of Dr. Pepper I got from McDonald's. It's like soda water and the syrup separated, and it's really gross. Alright, let's see what he's got. Another dwarven bow. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, it looks like he's only got weariness, so stamina damage, fire damage, lightning damage. Doesn't look like he has soul trap. Then he doesn't have any enchanted armor. Sorry, I have something caught in my throat there. Arrows. I'm actually, let's see. I'm not too worried. 34, 252, 67, 150. Yeah, we're good for quite a while. Let's make sure that we have steel arrows equipped. Yeah, not a lot going on. I'm going to go store this bow, the other bow, the hunting bow of frost, I think it was, or ice. Because my current set of bows is enough and I never carry more than a few. Let's go ahead and store that here, as well as anything else I don't need. Like the orcish dagger, it's cool. I collect little knives like that, but other than that, it isn't particularly useful. Down to 79 carry weight, and that's more than enough to make a nice trip. So on my way out, I'm gonna check with war maidens real quick. We may get lucky. We also might not. Diminishing and torpor again. Pretty crap inventory. So, all right, let's look at our quest log. I'm currently doing a dangerous best friend. Where is this stored? Oh right, I remember it's way. Is it up here? Yeah, ruleful axe. Well, that is a heck of a journey. There's some stuff on the way though. Well, you know what we'll do? We're gonna take a really long trip. We'll do a bunch. We'll have a nice relaxing walk, which is a little unusual for us because we've had a lot of combat and stuff going on. So we're gonna start at Half Moon Mill, work our way north and then west towards Markarth. And I think that'll be the plan for now. Yeah, I'm actually gonna open a Coke because this Dr. Pepper's horrible. Hold on. There we go, nice and quiet. Would have been real noisy otherwise. Right, so we were heading north, yes? North. Right, so we can roll pretty much everywhere. Grab any alchemical goodies that we may have missed the first time. There should be a dungeon, cave, I think is actually the technical definition. There should be a cave on our left side up here that we're going to pay a visit to. A gentleman has asked us to find his, I believe, notebook. And I believe it's like a ritual notebook. And it's up here somewhere. Hello. Hey. Yo, can you not, can you, no. Yeah. I need your skins. I'm sorry, Foxy. But the world demands that I maintain supplies. Also, I keep getting detected. Ah. Random thief? Right there. You look like a thief for some reason. Oh, just not going in. Ah, skooma dealer.
I have something to help you relax, if you're interested. The finest skooma, the sweetest moon sugar, at a fair price, of course. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Never give it up.
What? Nice dodge. Oh, he's a tanky boy, isn't he? Nice whiff. Well, thank you for all of your skooma and moon sugar. I did not want to take the armor. I have absolutely no use for it. Thank you. Now that was particularly violent of me, but he was a particularly violent person, so it made sense. Also, I believe this is the cave we're supposed to go to. Moss? Is that Moss Mother? Moss Mother Cavern. Alright. Sure. I currently am not occupied with other tasks, so we can explore. Relaxation and exploration be damned, though. I'll be keeping my my bow at the ready. Ah. That guy looks harmless, so I'm just gonna leave him alone.
Stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. Spriggans.
Ooh.
Down before we even knew to run. I may have lost a drop or two of blood. Truth is, I just need a little.
Here. I have a potion of healing.
Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being... You'd do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Lead on, I suppose.
So clear out Moss Mother Cavern. If it's Spriggans that are in there, that's going to be a rough fight. I don't have any fire weapons, and that's their main weakness, being creatures of the woodland. So this could get a little... dicey. We'll see. Let's do a quick save outside in case they're right inside the door. You never know. We'll see how it goes. Right. There's one way over there. It's a heck of a critical shot. Spriggans, however, can do a couple things. They can teleport, they can regenerate as long as they are near plants or nature. So this could be a little tricky. He said there were 3 of them, so that was 1. There's Ari. He didn't make it. If that's a he, I think it's a he. No, that's a she. Sorry, Ari. This guy is not about the stealth life, is he? If he keeps running around everywhere, he's gonna get me spotted. Oh, hush. I'm trying to help you. Don't be a douche. Especially because you're kind of relying on me at the moment. Oh, there's a Spriggan there. Almost missed them. Oh, there's the bear. This should be an easy couple shots. And that's a kill. However, Spriggans being creatures of nature, they will probably not be very pleased with me killing a bear. And this is probably going to get a little violent. Oh, this place is beautiful though. Tell you what. All things considered, if I wasn't having to deal with Spriggans, I'd probably say this was gorgeous. Weird, I don't see any. Ah, that answers my question. Good job, Barbas. Productive boy that he is. Some ore up here. Oh, don't mind if I do. Alright. I feel like there was supposed to be more here. The bear's dead, yeah, but I mean, like, what else was supposed to happen? Oh, the chest. Okay, which I'm guessing one of these trees will become a Spriggan here in a minute. Ah, there's Renal's journal. Oh, words. Journal. Doesn't seem to be any more Spriggans. This guy got his story straight.
Step lightly. Those things can hear us or not.
They probably can. There you are. That should take care of Spriggans.
It's done then. Justice, if you can call it that.
Well,
Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first...
Valder's lucky dagger.
I always said it brought her luck. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come.
What is that thing? 25% chance of a critical hit. Wow, that's actually really, really good. All things considered. Well, then I'm just gonna roll my butt out of here because there's no reason for me to be here anymore. Remember about your friends, lad. Definitely had the air of a dragon there. So, it is nighttime. Or it is approaching nighttime, I should specify. So, it looks like we'll be traveling with a lantern on. Yep. So, bust that out here. And down the path we go. We have a very, very long journey. Ah, you are either a thief or a person just standing around with a knife.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I will guide
Thief.
you to the fish.
How about you walk away?
Nice try. I am not going to ask again. Don't you walk away.
Well, you died to a dog, cat. There's some poetic irony about that. Somebody somewhere will find that poetic. Cat person dies to dog due to being a douchey cat. Well, as you will. Right, let's get on the road. We're going to be headed all the way to Falkreath on this playthrough today. See how far we can get. I'm going to be gathering alchemical ingredients on the way. And I'm kind of hoping I can snag just enough gold to buy a house in Falkreath as well. Because why not? So then that kind of hinges on my alchemy and my smithing, so I will definitely be doing a lot of hunting, keeping an eye out for animals and the like. Right. Down the road to the west. And I'm already, you're just a normal traveler. Hi there.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Okay, you do your thing, dude. I won't disturb you. That is a long-range shot, but I think I can make it. I probably aimed a bit too short on that. Yeah, I aimed short. So now I've spooked every bit of deer over there. With deer in a group, it's better to just shotgun them, get point blank, and just let them have it. A little cruel at points, but more effective and more efficient than trying to pick them off at range. Get closer and see if I can get a better shot. Ooh, that's a hard shot. I think it's stuck. Oh, I'm gonna get the kill, I guess. Oh, that was like a leg shot. Weirdly enough. I hear a Nirnroot. And where there's Nirnroot, there are Luna Moths. And torch bugs. I don't want to talk to you, I just want to harvest the things near you. Barbas has a very annoying doggy voice. Try to avoid it when I can. So we need to remember that we downed that elk or deer. I'm not sure from that distance. It looks like a deer. No, it's an elk. And we'll keep following this road to the west. Falkreath is significantly far out to the west. It will be a short while before we get there. I imagine at the pace we're walking and moving and stopping to do hunting and other tasks. Oh, I found something. Broken Fang Cave. There's no reason not to go in. We aren't in any particular hurry, being a relaxation stream and all that, so we might as well pay a visit and see what's going on in this spooky place. It's actually not that spooky, it just looks like your typical robber's cave, robber's den. Bunch of dudes sitting around, jerking off, waiting for someone to wander in and get killed. Joke's on them. I'll be the one doing the killing. Oh wait, this cave, maybe vampires or witches? Vampires, question answered. Alright, I hadn't thought this through particularly well. Right then. I wasn't actually anticipating that much of a fight coming in here. Serves me right for talking tough before finding out. Bunch of useless skeletons. Yeah, they don't have anything. I want to get a look around real quick, see if I can spot any chests. Body parts. Not a lot going on. Looks like an old crypt of some sort. There's one chest here. Adept. Except that it's vertical, so. Adept turned out to be beginner. Do you notice that I can roll upstairs? Overpowered. Oh. Turn my lantern off. That would actually aid my stealth. Please don't bother to get up. I gotta make sure I don't contract the vampire disease. Fortunately, I am more resistant to disease and poisons than most races in this game, so I should be okay. Gold. Oh, alright. I'm not gonna really complain about gold. Wow, that first shot hit the chair and counted as collision. Look at that. So that's annoying. Oh, human heart. I'll take that. We'll find more use for it than they did. Mostly in some dark magic. Oh, alright. That Elven Helmet is pretty nice. Tempted to take it with me just because it's an Elven Helmet and it's worth a significant more armor than mine. Or is it, actually? Just realized I have fine armor. Oh no, it's not. Because my armor is improved, it actually performs as well as the Elven armor does, so. I am going to murder this dog. Unfortunately, his quest is very, very far away. Avoiding. What do you actually do? Absorb magicka. Actually, that's excellent. I don't have a whole lot of use for it at the moment, but I mean, it's any sort of absorption is useful because it's basically a it's vampirism. Outside of actually contracting Vampiris Sanguinis and becoming a vampire yourself, that's the best way to get some bonuses. Out we go. Broken Fang Cave, complete. Easy every time. Okay. Cool. Back out west we go. Now, let's see here. Plenty of torch bugs, and moths, mountain flowers. Oh, that's Barbas. I almost shot him. Dumb dog. If you're gonna flank me, you're gonna get shot. Because I'm not gonna be able to tell the difference, I'm just gonna whip an arrow at him. Are you guys hostile or friendly? Judging by your lack of reaction, I'm guessing you don't actually care. They're actually staring at something and I'm kind of not sure what. Oh, they're Vigilance of Stendar. Weren't they on this path previously? I feel like we've passed them before. Or maybe they've just relocated. doesn't matter. There's an irony, by the way. This dog is the servant to a Daedra, and the vigilance of Stendar hunt and kill Daedra. If they had half a mind, well, I guess he doesn't talk, does he? So he doesn't really give away the fact that he belongs to a Daedra. So I guess there's no reason to hunt him. He's just a dog. A dog following a human is completely common, you know. Right? God, that forward roll is so useful. Silent and very quick. If I'm not mistaken, I believe rolling this way is the fastest movement in the game. So, it's worth noting, I've already killed the old orc once, but for some reason, here he has spawned again.
If you are not here to grant me a good death, then you can leave. Indeed, one should find his death while we orc men are not like the. To cling to something past its usefulness is unseemly. How much more so when that thing is you? Are you sure about this? We shall see. Never should have come here.
Got him. So I gave him what he asked for. A good old death. I suppose he's pleased with himself now. And I'm sure Malakath in his evil spite is just laughing his ass off at him. The orcs in this game remind me a lot of super mutants. Maybe because of the voice and speech patterns, but and maybe their appearance, you know, a little bit green. But the orcs are always portrayed as being very stupid and gullible. Which isn't always the case. But they do cling to certain beliefs that are just not ridiculous because, you know, it's a belief after all. It's believing something doesn't make you ridiculous. It's less ridiculous to believe and more ridiculous to pretend to know. I cannot grab this moth. There we go. Stubborn bastard. Right, so we should be... Oh, I went the wrong way there for a minute. We should be cruising up on Rorikstead. If my internal compass is correct. I think I will sleep off the night at Rorikstead because I do have an inn. And I 100% prefer travel in the daytime to travel anytime at night. So... there is some interesting psychology / theology, if you will, to the orc's statement that to cling to something past its usefulness is unseemly. What more so when that thing is you? It's an interesting point of view. This isn't the inn. I think the inn's around the corner. Yeah, there it is. The Frostfire. Is that Frostfire? Whatever. Frost fruit. Oh, okay.
If you need a meal or room, I've got both.
I will take only one. The room, please.
Yours for a day. I'll show you to your room.
I presume it's this bed? Nope. It's always this bed or this bed. I have a 50-50 chance. There. We'll get started at 6. That's fine. 6:30. Sir, the only other thing I need is for you to take this dog behind me and to put him into the gallows, please. And subject him to a short drop and a sudden stop. Failing that, I'm not sure there's much you can do to help. Alright, so we need to go down this path and make a left turn. I'm actually not sure that we can connect to this road here, but what we'll do is we'll turn right here. I'm going to put a marker. If the game will let me put one. There we go. I'm going to go to the marker and turn up the hill there. Which I believe is right here. Bye, random child. This should. Yep. This should lead me to the road up the hill. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Alright. The dragon wants to have at it. Okay, well, good landing. I will now proceed to drain all of your magicka. So you'll be forced to bite people. Whoa, whoa, staggered him. If you hurt a dragon badly enough before he lands, he'll actually crash into the ground like that. It's really neat. So he's a little mad at me, but he'll be dead before he figures it out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's dragon number 4. And off we go. Actually, I believe we were going this way anyway, so that was kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess. Should be a road at the top of this hill. Right off to our left here. Found it. And just like that, we are... Well, just like that, we're crashed, actually. I'm going to try to drop a quick save. It won't work. Well, we tried. Fortunately, I think I quick saved after the dragon died. I think. I might not have. I'm not a very smart person. So I don't always remember to do the smart things. Like, you know, quick save after a dragon battle. It's alright, we'll wait it out. I'm yawning already. I can tell I've been working all day. Alright, we'll see where it drops us off. Oh, nope. But dragons are like semi-permanently seated, so if he appeared once, he should appear again. Should. Or not. Really? Alright. Well, we're not. I was kind of hoping for it because the dragon scales are worth quite a bit of cash. As are dragon bones. I guess the dragon decided this time it just wasn't worth it. Put away our lantern. Got 2 deer down here. This should be a 1-2 shot if I aim carefully enough. I didn't. good hunting right there. Hello, deer. Hello, deer, too. So that's our first crash for the night for anybody who's keeping count. It's always a bit of a competition in both directions to see how many crashes we can get and see if we can keep it low as well. And I'll take a level up. At this point, I'll take more stamina. Sneak isn't offering us anything better at this point. So next up, we're going to do 60% more damage with Overdraw. Don't forget, then have to add the 3 times on top. So we now do 240% of base damage to enemies, which is enormous. Because you do 3 times, actually it's more than that, because you do 3 times whatever your base damage is. So its base damage is 100, plus 60%, or 160. Then you multiply that times 3, so that's 480%. I can math. So we do 4.8 times damage, actually, on a sneak critical now. It's pretty powerful. And the catch, of course, is that we have to do a sneak critical, but not the worst thing in the world. Or hardest. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting Jupiter berries from these trees, as well as harvesting moss from the bigger trees. Because there's usually moss hanging on some of these. The closer you get to Markarth, the more juniper you find. The more Jupiter, yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say. The more juniper you find. You also find moss, as well as a variety of eggs from birds. They're much more common at this wider end of the map. Solyon's Sinkhole. Oh, the dragon's here. Dude, piss off. Okay. So we got the dragon fight we were looking for anyway. We'll be back. There's the stagger. Very good. Our luck was even better the second time. Alright, so here's this sinkhole they were telling me to stay out of. I do whatever I want. I'm the Dragonborn, so we're going to go in and look around. Because, hello, I do what I want. Oh, apparently the little glowing light around me due to absorbing a dragon soul makes me really, really not stealthy. Leave my dumb dog alone, alright? He is retarded, but please. Nice shot. Right. I did not need the pickaxe. That wasn't what I was trying to pick up. I'm always gonna search barrels for stuff. You never know. Moonstone, nice. Moonstone's a nice little perk. Right. Draugr don't normally spawn in mines, so I presume these bumbling morons dug into what I presume is a ruins, a dwarven ruins of some sort, or at least ruins in general. I'm not gonna lie, the place looks pretty harmless from first view, so I'm not seeing the threat. And yes, I did see the Draugr I just killed back there. I just don't fear Draugr all that much. Oh, the game wants us to take a long way down. Into an ambush. Nice. Not a problem. Oh, that was remarkably easy. Thanks for playing. You too. That's one dead miner. If anyone's keeping score. No, please, don't get up for me. Got him mid-swing. I forgot I have light-footed, so I won't trigger traps. Trap. Yeah. Obvious trap is obvious. Sometimes you just see it looking at you. And you wonder who would be silly enough to pull the lever. Of course, the dog is not so intelligent. So he set the trap off. Dumb mutt. I don't want that great sword, if you don't mind. I'd like to leave it here. Jewels. Somewhere in that dude's butt is a shield. I feel like they were setting me up for a bigger fight in here, but it never happened. Oh, what's this? I can breathe underwater, so this is kind of neat. Well, thank you. If you're wondering what that console command is, that toggles a couple graphical settings that makes the water not look good when you're above it, but look good underneath. It's weird. It's one of those. You can have good looking water on the surface or good looking water underneath. Your choice. And that's the game solution. Also, I picked up another piece of clutter I don't need. Please. Goodbye. Don't need it. Look, another trap. Huh. Well, he's a dumb dog, but every now and then he redeems himself by, you know, not setting off a trap. Oh, is this a maze? I like mazes. By the way, Barbus, I'm gonna kill you. Barbus, 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 I'm gonna kill you. Barbus. Hey, dumb schmuck. Get out of the way. Please. Dog. Dog, I hate you. Dog, I will kill you. Dog, get out of the way. Oh, you miserable mutt. Oh god, I got over him. This looks like another trap. But apparently it's not magical. It's a warning, dog. Next time you get in front of me, I'm going to shoot both your testicles with arrows. Giving new meaning to busting your balls. Brutal. I'm not much of a fan of being inconvenienced by AI. Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh, he's controlling the, nice miss. And that's that. Clever. That was very, very clever. I haven't seen that before. He was able to control the towers with his mind, I presume. Battle Axe of Frost. I already have weapons of ice. And the rest of this is crap. We'll take the war though. Yes, dog. I know. Nice clip. I like how you chose the most, what will undoubtedly be the most controversial part of this stream. It's a highlight. Look, in this particular clip, Nathan kills a dog. Or, well, tries to because it inconvenienced him. And thus, terms of service was violated and my account suspended forever. Yay. Right, I cleared out the mine for you idiots. You can go back to work now. I'm sure they'll be very grateful. AKA, in very typical Bethesda fashion, they'll just comment on how amazing it was, and then that's it. Maybe they might give me 50 gold. 100.
Tunneled in. We're not mining up any ore with those undead around, so I would. You're joking, right? But if you want to. Whoa there! I don't know where you're going, but stay out of that mine.
I already took care of them. Moron.
Whoa there! I don't know where you're going, but stay out of that mine. It isn't safe.
What?
We're gonna need an army to.
I already cleared it out. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. I already cleared this thing out. Like, come on. It's clear, there's no enemies. Right? I'm done.
Whoa there! I don't know where you're going, but stay out of that mine.
Okay, I'm confused.
Whoa there!
Okay, can you stop talking to me, please?
We're not mining up any ore with those undead around. But if you want to get yourself killed, go ahead.
Please stop talking to me. Okay. It's... Okay, maybe I have to fast travel to it, go through a little loading sequence.
Whoa there! I don't know where you're
Okay.
going.
I must have bugged it out by clearing it out.
But if you want to get yourself killed, go ahead.
Okay, I must have missed like one for some reason because that's ridiculous. I already cleared out the mine. Like, what do they want? Here, I'll prove it. See? Dead. 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 Nobody over here. Nobody over here. Nobody up there. Nobody down here. Nobody down here. Ouch. I flipped the lever intentionally, hoping if it was a story trigger that it would, you know, trigger. Is there anything I have to, like, take out of here? I don't think so. I think it was enough just to kill that guy. There's nothing hidden. Nothing up here. Then I walk that way and clear. So, empty. Don't you tell me there's enemies in the mine. They're dead. Maybe I re-hit the trigger this time? Or is he gonna talk to me again and be like, whoa there.
Whoa there.
Oh my god. Alright, you know what? You're an idiot. Also, that dragon literally tried flying again. You know what? Don't come talk to me. We're gonna solve this simply. I'm gonna go stand in this bush. I'm gonna press the F5 key. I'm gonna wait just a second. Oh, screw it. Be dead before he knows what to do. Alright, so no more bounty, and the guy's dead. So that was the simple solution to it. They'll never talk to me again. I'm gonna key to his house because he's kind of stupid. Make sure to loot it. It's revenge for his idiocy.
Tunneled into an old crypt. We're warning strangers. I don't mean you any trouble. Just leave me alone. I'm not going into the mine with Draugr lurking down there.
I guess that you're lucky, sir, that I already cleaned it out for you. Aren't you so lucky? Okie dokies then. Alright, well, we're just gonna ignore that and we're gonna continue walking west. Because I royally can't be bothered. We should be cruising up on Markarth pretty soon. Whoa, what's that? Is that a Falmer camp? Oh, I like this fight. Was it a Hag Raven? Ooh. Missed. Nice Sneak attack. She's hitting the dog because she's stupid. Don't step back. Gotcha. Dead. I mean, if Barbas wants to just run in and kill everything, I'm not going to stop him. Kobe. From all the way downtown, that's a kill. That was an incredibly long shot. You know, this dumb mutt is really frustrating to travel with, because he just keeps getting himself in trouble. I could fast travel up there. We've got a long ways to go. Maybe I'll just fast travel to Solitude and then deal with it. Wait, who shot at me? Oh, they found me. Dead. Oh, maybe not. Dead. What? What are you doing? What? Game, please. That is dead on target. Thank you. I just Hail Married a shot earlier. Don't tell me I don't have accuracy with a bow. They finally killed dumb Barbas. Ooh. Nope, he's alive. He's alive and well. Ooh, giant. Yummy. Tons of stuff worthwhile in him. The game did not intend me to go this way, because this is the victory loot. Oh yeah. But I don't care. I go whatever way I want to go. Hello, dumb mutt. I mean, I guess you get a cookie for being marginally useful. What? Oh. Ooh, hello. Please do not get up on my account. Thank you. Yes, Barbas, go rushing in. Oh, you dumb dog. Stand still. I was too far. He's not a very bright dog. He's an excellent distraction, though. Ooh. I'm hitting all the bangers right now. Oh, nice dodge. Okay, I'm burning. Hey. Well then. That went rather well. At least I think it did. Bethesda. Dog, please. I think I can tell him to stop following me, but I'll just get mad. Oh, Jesus. Stop picking clutter up. The game loves to give me cups. Of all things, it loves to give me cups. Cups and mugs. As many as I could ever want. And the truth of the matter is I want 0 of them. Also, there's a whole area up here. Dead. Dead. How does one work their way up to this magical place? Across the water, I presume. Bit of a current. Watch this hill be impassable. No, maybe not. Bethesda loves to put invisible walls in weird spots. Aha! I have found you. Pillager. You must have been like the mini-boss? No, I think the Hagrid actually was. So I can only presume that this was supposed to be like a tough fight, and I kind of just knocked it out of the park. You know, as you do. Alright, only got a ways to go. I've traveled quite far, but still have to go further. So. Oops. I'm fine. Oh, there's more stairs over here. Where does this go? Oh, Karthspire. Oh, wow. Is it a cave? Oh, it's a cave. To the Karthspire. Sure. Let's dig around. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, look, more Forsworn. Breath. See you later. Is someone there? Well, unless your friend died of natural causes, the answer is going to have to be yes. But you just learned that for yourself. As all of you did. So say we all. Of course, I don't leave anything useful behind. Except for their dead bodies, of course, which, you know, isn't all that valuable to me. Come on, you guys gotta have some good loot somewhere, right? Come on. Don't be disappointing like that. We all need our hobbies. Yours happens to be dying. Mine happens to be living. I just took a plate that I don't need. Oh, that was a Briarheart. Another quote-unquote tough enemy. That we pretty much just plow through. Where's that plate I picked up? Yeah. Do not need, thank you. Gold and a torch, what are you hinting at? I'm guessing spiders are coming up. Whoa. What's this? Hey, I've never seen this before. This place looks neat. Wait. Can I not get up there? Huh? It's a puzzle. With the light on this object fading, being interesting. Okay, I turned it. Oh, wait a minute. Huh? There's 3 symbols. So there's like a boomerang. Oh. Uh-oh, what? I think I accidentally solved it. I don't think I was supposed to beat it so easily. Maybe I should keep note. Oh boy. Okay. So. I feel as though there was supposed to be more puzzle here. I'm gonna quick save because I did, you know, but what is this place? Whoa. Skyhaven Temple. Am I supposed to be here this early? Elven gauntlets. Don't mind if I do. Please ignore the background noise. That's just my coffee maker. I always have coffee at night. What is this place? I'm really confused. What are you? Huh? I can't do anything. It is a door. Maybe. Because I didn't follow the correct pattern of things in that one room. It wasn't valid and I might have opened the bridges, but nothing else. Maybe? So I've only beaten Skyrim twice. And neither time I was paying attention to the story. I was rushing through the game, just being, you know, a little kid about it, basically. I didn't really care. But now that I care, I want to know what this place is. Ooh, I can harvest that. But not that, that's too high. Yeah. I think I remember this. I think you had to, like, put blood here, right? Like a blood seal, and it opened the door. Well, there's nothing I can or will do here now, so I might as well get out of here. Skyhaven Temple. Yeah, it's got some meaning in there somewhere, but I don't know what it is. Also, I want to point out that if this is supposed to be endgame, getting in here was remarkably easy for endgame. I presume you're supposed to find this location randomly, not know what to do with it, and then come back later and actually know what to do with it. Because I don't remember it. I vaguely remember you had to do something with the blades, I think. Yeah, it's complicated. I have no idea. This is Karthspire Camp. I won't lie, I don't have a friggin' ounce of a clue what this place does. Oh, sorry for that, guys. Alright, I'm just gonna head northwest because I don't know what else to do here. Like, I'm massively confused. Please, none of you are all spoiling it for me. I appreciate the wisdom in silence. Whoa, that looks neat up there. But we need to go to Markarth. I need to make it to a hold. And there's a road right across the river. I don't need this bow and arrow for a mud crab. I can kill you with a regular one. No sense burning enchantments for nothing. Good kill. Yeah, I think the road is right there. Grab the nerd root. There's a bunch of dragonflies and stuff I can probably grab here. Dartwings, I think they're known as. I think you can grab the fish too. What? What spotted me? Oh, slaughterfish, I presume? Yeah, I think it's a slaughterfish. Nah, nobody cares. You can't touch me. Can't touch this. And Barbas, that dummy's just running around trying to figure out how to get to me. Not the brightest dog in the pack, I'd say. By the way, guys, in just a minute here, I'm going to be taking a restroom break. Just to, you know, kind of help me relax. Nothing like having to pee to you know, keep you from relaxing. This current looks pretty strong. Yep. Oh no, they actually have dragonflies and dartwings. So maybe dartwings are special. Blind Cliff Cave. It's actually remarkably hard to say. Blind Cliff Cave. Like, if you say it fast enough, your brain wants to go Blind Cliff Clave, but that's obviously nothing, so. I think I'm going to continue north for now. I was going to go south to Markarth, but I think, now that I've thought about it, I think I'm just going to continue heading over to where Barbas is, well, where the Rueful Axe is, to be fair. Because we can just finish this. There's no reason to keep drawing this out. And as much as Barbas has been useful as a distraction, he's not really a combatant. He's also pretty good at triggering the enemy eye to come looking for him. Which, of course, he'll then run back to me, and the enemy will see me then. So, not a preferred companion if I'm going to have one, and I really don't feel like having one. So. Is that yet another skooma dealer? Hi there.
I'm on my way to Windhelm.
Ah. You're on your way to Windhelm? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. You picked 2 points. Not quite as far across the map as you could have, but man, dude, you're nuts. I mean, I picked 2 far across points, but I'm not going to Windhelm from Markarth. That's a trip and a half. I do remember there being a Forsworn camp on this road. I'll have to keep an eye out. Also, is it morning or night? It's nighttime, right? Bummer. Let's get some free XP here. What? When the game mocks you by playing slow motion, but no kill. Look at the wrist. And again, denied. Thank you. This is why you don't show off. I may have pulled off a Hail Mary earlier, but not everyone's going to be a Hail Mary. Have some more juniper for alchemy later. I've had people come into the stream and get frustrated that I was like taking my time, kind of picking the flowers, stopping in every cave. It's like, well, that's kind of the point. Stream's supposed to be relaxing, so a slower pace is a welcome change of pace. Since these days, Skyrim no longer being a modern game, most people either speedrun it, play it just ridiculously heavily modded, which I do too, to be fair, or they don't play it at all. But I love this game way too much to put it down. Like how he repeated his dialogue just in case we didn't hear it the first time. How generous of him. No moss on that tree. We should be getting pretty... Hold on, I think I'm crossing the river at the wrong point. No, I'm right. Yes? Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. So... there is a path. Oh yeah, we've got a ways to go. There is a path to get there, but we have to make a right and follow the bridge. So I forgot about this. Sorry, goat. Wrong place at the wrong time. Or to make it more apt, right place at the right time. For me. I remember this fort up here being a little annoying. I'm going to pass it by for now. I'm getting pretty full in my inventory. So, I'll discover it, but I'm going to skip it by. The only things I'm really grabbing right now are crafting alchemy materials. However, I doubt these Forsworn are going to let me by without a fight, so I'm just going to clear them out real quick. Nice. Well, somebody saw that. Go investigate that noise. That's good old-fashioned Metal Gear stealth right there. Throw a rock, make him go look. What was that noise? I don't know, go check it out. In the meantime, I'm gone. Easiest way past. Right, so we're back into like the standard mountain flowers, lavender, and lilac. Kind of the standard alchemy stuff now, unfortunately. No goodies anymore. We got a few western plants, but hopefully catch a few more torch bugs and luna moths, and then hoping we hit I was gonna call it a settlement. Fallout's in my brain right now. Hopefully we hit another town, or village, where we can rest. I think I caught both of them there. What, Barbas? What do you want? Oh, just die. Barbas there looking very proud of himself. I killed it, master. I killed it. I killed it. And I'm just like, Barbas, you whiffed by a country mile. Don't be proud. Alright, we're coming up on the split in the road. I go up to go down. Trying to go as quick as I can. While still not missing anything, obviously. I'm guessing we're probably getting near a crash point. Usually. Skyrim can usually go a few minutes, or like a half hour or so, reliably, and then it gets a little weak. Who are you? What are you? What do you want? What do you want? Okay. Well, you're stupid, and I'm okay killing you, because you're dumb, okay? And there's no witness to see you die, so... No one, tongs? No one will ever miss you, lady. Just consider that for a minute. No one will ever miss you for a minute. I am the Dragonborn. I care for no one except my very godlike self. And I especially don't have much of a taste for mad women. Or madmen. You know, gender as you will. Oh, look. How much would you guys like to bet that this little area is a trap? Watch. Oh, it's an amethyst. I feel so accomplished. I hit the dog. These guys are not very smart, so they missed me. Wow. Okay. You know, 2 near misses, I'm just gonna stick to what I do best. Wandering around. While Barbas does all the work. Whoa, hey. What? Thank you. Kind of figured it was a bandit trap. Bodies that are usually in the middle of the road get cleaned up, so I was right to be suspicious. Butterfly. Thank you. Did you even have anything good? Iron arrows. Right. At the very least, could you give me... What? Barbas? Shh. It's like owning a real dog. You spend 90% of your time telling it to shush. So in that regard, Bethesda got that part of development exactly right. It's like they say about Claptrap in Borderlands 2, well, Borderlands 1 as well. He's a lot like you know, owning a really annoying children's toy. He yaps a lot, he never shuts up, and you really wish you could throw him away, but if you did, someone would cry. Oh, hello, dear. Or, yeah, dear. Please don't run. No. Come on. Oh, Skeever found me. Oh. Thread a needle. Nope, not happening. Me, I would cry. Yep. So wait, are you saying you're a Claptrap fan, or just that you would cry in that particular situation? Yes. Just generic yes to both. Oh, you would cry for Claptrap. Okay. Really? Huh. I guess it's a good thing there is no Claptrap dies in the end speedrun, huh? Like there's in Fallout 4, there is a speedrun to overdose Mama Murphy, which I always thought was kind of funny. Like you can literally speedrun to get her to overdose on chems and die, and it's like 14 minutes. Which is ironic because the whole run itself takes, I think, 36 minutes, maybe, I think. Something like that. So like you can literally do a third of an entire speedrun, but the only point of that speedrun would be to get Mama Murphy to die. That's interesting. Alright, let's pony snoobs. Stay right there on the bridge. Don't move. Wait for the flash. Good job. Nice picture. Oh, there's a mosquito in here and he's getting annoying. I mean, they're always annoying, but at this particular moment in time, I'm getting bitten all over. The people who live here are not very, shall we say, quick about closing their door. So they get lots and lots of bugs. I'm one of those people that I'm paranoid about Florida bugs, so I close everything as quickly as possible. Oh, hi there. Bye. Where are you going? Headshot. What? He's annoying but likable? Yeah, I'll agree with you on the annoying part. I feel like Claptrap's only likable by the end of the game. You spend the entire game hitting his guts. Hello. We've come to talk to you about God. Can you give us a few moments of your time to talk about Jesus Christ? Yes. Jesus Christ has the power to launch arrows at your face and kill you. You can also do other things like turn wine into water. Come on. Jesus. Now, think for a moment. If Barbas, the dumb mutt, here, excuse me, stare very carefully, Barbas, think, and that'll work. It's his new souvenir hat. See? It's his hat. And just to make sure you understood. There you go. That one will be a longer reminder. I see Barbas is annoying, but likable. He's annoying, but because he's a dog, he has like 1% of likable traits. Oh, this mosquito is driving me insane. I just want to start like loudly snapping at him, but obviously that would be very disruptive to the stream. So instead I slowly get eaten alive. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Ow. Nope. Nope. I feel it on my leg. Hold on. I'm gonna try to kill it because it's driving me nuts. The problem is because of the way my desk is set up, and because my chair rolls under my desk, by the time I start moving to go like kill the mosquito, he's already relocated to a different part of me. Or like completely out of the way. Super duper annoying. really want him to do is land on my foot, because I can smash my foot into my desk and that'll kill him. So violent, but so effective. Oh. Oh, he's down there. It's annoying too, because when Susanna and I, oh, almost got him. He was on the bottom of my foot and I almost crushed him. When Susanna and I lived here the first time, we never got mosquitoes in the house. Very rarely. Very, very rarely. Like, usually we got bitten mostly at work. It probably doesn't help that the people we live with have a dog. So they have to let the dog out. And, like, the dog, of course, stares at them for 20 seconds every time they say, let's go out, time to go pee. The dog just stares. So while the dog's being an idiot, they're leaving the door open. And just every mosquito's going, light, warmth, and just immediately flees inside. And they don't have a bug zapper. So. And it's kind of like with ants. Like once you get a bug on you, your nerves and your nervous system just treat everything as bugs. So then you feel like they're all over you all the time. It's like the most miserable feeling.
I'm on my way to Solitude to join the Legion. United Empire is better for everyone.
Well, you have fun with that. There was a guy that passed you earlier who was going to go to join the Stormcloaks, so I hope you guys don't meet each other at any point, and that would probably not turn out well. I mean, maybe they would sit down and have a panel discussion, but I doubt that. Right, I believe this path here to the left is the one we want to take. Yes, it is. We're almost there. It's taken forever, but we're going to finish this Barbus quest today. We've got no plans on sitting idle. Also, after this Barbus quest, which I may or may not, I just realized I don't know if I have the capacity to do. Like, my carry weight's pretty full. Don't run, Fox. I require your skins. I'm kind of thinking I should probably make a quick trip to Whiterun once I discover the cave. Do my usual crafting and all that, or at least drop stuff off. Because I'm pretty... Yeah, I'm pretty heavily loaded. Or I can, at least, at the very least, I can sell the dragon bones and dragon scales, and that would free up like 90 weight or something like that. To be fair, this is Dragon's Bridge. I think. Dragon Bridge. So, I think they have a shop here. And a crash. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Actually, this is a good pause, so I need to use the restroom, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to make a quick run to the restroom. We had quick saved not too far away, so I'm not too worried about losing a little bit of progress from that crash. Besides, we know how much Bethesda games like to do that, so it's not a big deal. And back we go. Anyway, sorry. I had to ask my wife something. Oh, it rewound us a bit far, actually. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Well, we'll just deal with it. These guys aren't too tough, so. Oh my god. That was brutal. What? Is that a training dummy? No, that was a person standing there. I somehow shot over them. I'm not quite sure how. So let's try this again. I'm going to pass this bit. Ooh. Freeze. Alright, he's gonna run off. I'm trying to arch this right over the barricade there. This little mosquito around here is driving me nuts. Alright. Looks like Barbas took care of his portion of the mess. Oh, hello there. Don't... You know, you might have run faster if you weren't busy staring at me the whole time. Alright, I'm not going to make the mistake of forgetting to save this time. It wasn't a massive rewind. Someone do something for what? Oh, that's what they're doing something for. Hold up. Let me kill your prey. Come on. Come fight me on land so I can loot your bodies easier. Or don't, that's fine. Just run away from me. I didn't want your beautiful skins anyway. Oh, Mary. Now that wasn't a name shot. That was a true Hail Mary. If that had hit anything, it would have been a miracle for one, and two, I would have been massively impressed with my ability to predict motion. Although at that point, you start wondering how much of it's luck and how much of it's actually skill. Oh. Mud crab? Really? I don't need much to kill you. Yeah, there you go. Weird. The game rendered the kill really slowly there. And there is the dragon bridge ahead. We have re-linked up with where we were before. Ooh, horsehide. a bit of leather. Some poor bastard Nord who came out here at the wrong time. I'll take the journal, it'll make a nice book on a bookshelf. Read the last words the wife said to her husband before she died. What a heck of a book that would be. Not sure I'd want to read something like that. Alright, so my thought is in Dragon Bridge, the plan is to sell any dragon remains that we've got, so bones and scales. If we can do that, that'll free up a lot of inventory weight because they are both very heavy. And then we will go complete Barbas's quest, because I don't think Barbas's quest is very long or difficult, but if there are any bandits or enemies that I want to loot, I can't if I'm carrying full weight and, you know, everything else. Freeze Bunny in the name of the stored shield or something. Oh, like a nut. That's sweet, sweet XP. And yes, I left the body there as a demonstration of my aiming prowess. Save before I enter the cell. Alright, so someone around here is a shopkeep that I would very much like to visit. That's a barracks. This looks like an inn or just a house, I'm not sure. That's an inn. I don't think an innkeeper will buy the dragon stuff. It has to be a shopkeep specifically, I think. But I don't see a general store here, so at the very least we'll sleep off the nighttime.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
Sure thing.
Fate is the name. I keep the inn. Let's sate that appetite.
She has 111 gold. She's not going to buy anything. But I'll take the room. Ooh, work.
Here, take a look at this.
Bounty letter, alright.
Sure thing. It's your
Alright, which room did I get? This one? Yep. Let's get this over with. 8 hours of sleep. But I guess out bright and early in the morning. The only thing else I need is to get rid of this inventory before I get to Barbas's quest. Which realistically at this point I don't think is going to happen. Because we're not that far away anymore. All we need to do is head up this road. Make a left before Meridia. And go all the way down to the end. Rime Rock Burrow. It's interesting that the game's sending me to Rime Rock, because I could have sworn that's like a late game or mid-late game location. Maybe the rueful axe just appears somewhere random, like in a chest somewhere. Because I don't remember having to go to Rime Rock. Can you hear a bear over there? I can hear the bear, but he can't hear me. That's the way I'd like it to stay. I would like to hunt the bear, though, if he's up here. Oh, it's a troll. Nah. I don't have a fire weapon, so I'm not particularly interested in fighting a troll. I'm going to avoid Meridia's temple like the plague, or she will shout at us incredibly loud. This is my temple. It opens at my decree. It's like, Jesus. I feel like when they put her voice actress in a room, they just told her, talk as loudly as you can, and don't worry, we'll crank it up later.
Hey, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me.
Pleasure. And that was enough to crash the game. That one interaction with a reveler was enough to do me in. Someone is having a sneezing fit in the other room. Rather hilariously. That's 3 crashes for us today. Oops, I think I clicked that too fast. We might have to make it 4. Although this would be my fault if it happened. Yeah, that's on me. I didn't let the game load far enough. It'll lock up if you don't let it go a certain amount of time. Oh, come on, game, please. There's a specified load time, like a timer at the beginning. And you have to let the whole thing go past. And if you don't, it gets a little upset with you. The easiest way for me to know is to watch up here with this block of text. Tell me about my mod loader. When it turns yellow, that means it's loaded the E&B graphics mod. And that's the only time I can load the game. Yep. I don't know why. I think the game is kind of all or nothing about it. Instead of letting me load the textures into the game when I get there, if I don't preload everything, I think it just crashes right out. Once again, we lost just a tiny bit of progress. It is not a big deal. That was a surprising crash, though. I've never really had a crash upon an NPC interaction. Usually the big crash for Skyrim is cell crashes, where you cross from one location in the game to another location, and when you cross those cells, the game has to load the next cell for you, based off your current movement and where you're looking. For example, I can load cells behind me by looking behind. But every now and then it just completely poops out, doesn't know what to do. Again, I'm trying to avoid Meridia's load zone there. So she will scream at us. Oh, we get a different random encounter this time. It appears that the game has once again reset and given us... Oh, it's just a random orc. Do you really want to fight there, dude? I mean, no, it's not the best I can do. Actually, this weapon's the best I can do. Not guarding your butt there, dude. Or your nuts. You can say no more, you yield, but you shouldn't have started. That was honestly the simpler solution to that fight. Don't start a fight and then tell me halfway through that you're tired. I'm not the one who started. Well, against incredible odds, we've finally made it to the main path on the northern side of Skyrim. This main little highway will take us all the way to Barbas's quest at the very far end of the road at Rime Rock. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken in my memory, Rime Rock Burrow is down the hill. So we're going to have to do a little bit of reverse rock climbing to get down there. So, hurrah. Is that a vampire? Yeah, pretty sure it was. She's apparently running from something. No, it's a blind shot. I didn't. Ooh. Hi there. The trick to invisibility is to not appear invisible. It's to be invisible. You should get better at her magic. We're almost there. It's been a long journey, but we're at the end of it. It's an ice wolf. Versus what appear to be wraiths. Ooh, good shot. What? I think I launched an arrow twice. Wraiths are really hard to target with archery because their hitbox is as small as their head is, and that's not very large. But if you aim carefully enough, sorry, Ice Wolf. The game was rigged from the start. Right, this is where it gets tricky. I have to remember how to get to Rhyme Rock. I think you can just go down the road. I don't remember. I believe it's at the end of the road. Crazily enough, I'm pretty sure it's also the most northwest location you can discover that isn't part of the DLC. Because there is a Elven Fort Nightmore. Oh, hello. No one likes spiders, so I'll be taking care of that. Ow. You're actually remarkably big, and you're hurting me pretty bad. I was actually trying to open my items before I die. Well, that's just not very sporting now, is it? Spider and a skeever teaming up to take me down. It's I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my list of things that only happen in Bethesda games. And together they took down another skeever. Right. I was the obvious target there. Weird. So if I'm not mistaken, we are almost to the end of the road. Oh, don't run, go, don't. Where are you going? Oh, wait, he has to turn a corner eventually. There he is. Oh. Hail Mary, full of grace. Nope. Looks like we've got a thunderstorm coming in. Ah, a wolf caught the goat for me. How convenient. I will now catch. Well, he caught the goat. Now he can catch these hands. Or an arrow. He can catch whatever he wants. We're almost there. This trip has been so long that the phrase almost has taken on new meaning. Oh, am I shooting forsworn arrows? Oh, I finally ran out of steel arrows. Oh, how about that? I believe I want to go down. No, I don't. I want to go this way. Almost messed that up. What if I had to climb a cliff again? And this appears to be the last path to take. And Rime Rock, I think, is halfway down the hill. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I remember it being weird, like getting to it was miserable. Well, we're pretty full in inventory, unfortunately. Well, let's fast travel away. Let's go to Whiterun. We'll dump off a couple things, just some dragon scales and stuff, and we'll come back and do all the crafting afterwards. That's the best way to like finish the stream anyway, is to always like do all that like outbound crafting and everything. Unfortunately, the timing was bad. Gonna stare into the sun for a bit. All hail the sun. A man might get nervous. Guard approaches with his shield drawn. Well, you can't draw a shield, but... Hello, bellow twat. I've got some things for you, my moronic friend. Mostly these things. Yes, you're out of money now, but that reduced my carry weight significantly. Enough to clear a cave. So now we shall clear it. And be done. And of course, then we have to return to Clavicus' file. Into Rime Rock. I'm gonna keep this one. This 400 amp company service out. It's a bit more lethal than the other bow. Is that a person? No, it's a pole. I don't think it is. Oh, hello. I mean, okay. Flame Atronach, but Flame Atronachs aren't very natural. So, is there a... I presume there's no necromancer nearby? Alright. Oh, was it that easy? Oh, hello there. What? The arrow literally went around him. That's the axe. I mean, that's what we came here for. Wasn't expecting to find it so fast. Are we just done here? Or is there, like, more to this cave? Ah, there is more to it. Breathfire. Oh, let's take the level up. Stamina again, because I love having lots of stamina. Sneak is almost up to the point where I think we get... Yeah, walking and running doesn't affect detection, but I don't need that in particular. I can grab critical shot. One of these allows me to stagger enemies. Oh yeah, power shot. Let's do light armor. Like, I wouldn't mind having even more armor rating on stuff. Okay, I get it. There's a book there. Ooh. Wait, come back. That. Yeah. That was worth coming down here for. Finally, a bow of soul trap. That is exactly what I've been looking for. And how lucky that I should find it and not have to buy it. Or enchant it myself. Unfortunately, it's going to get disenchanted, but... because I need to learn the enchantment. Unless I find another weapon of similar type. In which case, it would be good, but... I can buy other bows. Actually, I can disenchant it right here. And be done with it. Well, binding, Aegis Frost, and Magicka, vampiric Magicka. Very nice. Alright, let's go back to Clavicus, douchebag, Hamar's shame, since I presume he will want to see us again, now that we've collected his sword, or his axe, which he's a big fan of, apparently. So all the way to here. There is a back way, but unfortunately you can't get there from the regular path. You have to go through the entire thing, which Skyrim is not like Fallout Hardcore. Well, I guess it is like Fallout normal, but enemies tend to respawn, so I gotta be careful that I don't get jumped. But it looks like I got lucky. No respawns. So we'll just race through here. It's a very quick cave if you know where you're going. Gonna burn most of my stamina here. We should get it all back by the time we hit the exit door, which is just down here. Wow, that timing ought to be actually perfect. Yeah, my stamina recovery was exactly the amount of time it took to get to that door. Neat. Go through. No Spidey Whitey to deal with. No vampire thralls. Usually they'd be on this little waterfall path. Whoa, 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 whoa. I nearly clipped through the world there. Hello, Clavicus.
Ah, you've got the axe. And my dog. Splendid. Excellent work. A hero and his faithful companion retrieving the ancient artifact for the prince. It's almost storybook.
His voice is so loud.
It almost seems a shame to give a weapon like that away, doesn't it? I suppose I could be persuaded to let you keep it. But only if you use the axe to kill Barbas. Simple as that.
I don't want the axe.
Huh. You're no fun at all. Guess I'll have to make my own fun elsewhere. And with the pup back, I'll be restored to my full power. There's a whole world just waiting for me.
Okay.
Yeah, dog gets master, master gets cosmic axe. Everyone's happy. Just get over here, mutt. Don't worry, I'll make sure he sees the light. I trusted you, now you trust me.
Okay.
Oh, that feels so much better. You forget how nice supreme power feels until you've been stuck in a cave for a few years. It's a shame you wished for something so dull as me taking back the mutt. Quite the lack of imagination on your part. A lack of ambition like that really ought to be punished. Perhaps by turning you into a worm, or maybe a few decades of... Oh, fine. Have my boon and be done with it. Got more interesting deals to make anyway.
So he gives me the mask from up there. I don't remember what it does. I think it's selling price. Yeah, prices are 20% better, speech goes up by 10, and magic regenerates 5% faster, so. Yep. By the way, it says it's a mask, but like, it's weird. It replaces your entire head, I think. Yeah, see, it literally replaces your entire head. So, not a really nice item. I'm fine with my standard leather armor. Thank you very much. Quest complete. Not much else to do there. Alright. So now what we're going to do is I think we're going to conclude, now that we've finished that aspect of everything, by going back to Whiterun. Assuming the map understands where I am, which is not in local. Go back to Whiterun. Smelt up and craft a bunch of stuff. Probably nighttime by the time we get there again, so I'll have to wait. No big deal. Yep, nighttime. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, let's get some crafting done. So, I'm gonna go up and grab a bunch of stuff out of my house. Mostly the hard crafting, the smithing ingredients. Hard crafting, whatever. Hardware ingredients, I guess. Some jewels, ingots of different types. Because you never know what you can make. Right, so start off getting some leather. We've got tons of leather. So. Oh, so we can actually make some silver jewel necklace. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, that was loud lightning. Because the storm must be right on top of us. Right. Ooh, I can refine this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's pop over to her and sell her all the leather armor we just made. All for a decent price. We're gonna we're gonna keep these elven gauntlets because they're a little bit better than our leather ones. Yeah, they're 2 armor better. Those are some loud lightning strikes. But I presume they'll be quieter now that I'm indoors. Right. So drop off all the jewels that we've collected. We're going to have tons of these by the end, by the way. There we go. Alright. Next up. As always, kind of going in the order that we do. We're going to go over and get rid of... Oh, wait. Actually, no. I need to make potions first. Then go sell the potions. And then go up to the enchanting table. What's in here? Oh. Potions I had. I need to sell those. Oh, what do I need from you, Lydia? Well, I need you... Can I not make her move away even though... No. Well, she can just stand here and be annoying and greet me 10 times. You can just ignore her. She will be outrageously annoying for the next few minutes. As you can hear, she greets me like at a very rapid pace. She actually greets me so much it sounds like she's worshipping me. See? The AI's like recognition of you as a person ready to talk is so borked in all the old Creation Engine games. AI will see you like 6 feet to their left and they'll want to talk. It's so weird. I'm not sure where I got that pearl from. It wouldn't be so bad if she actually had like dialogue, not just these little like single phrases she utters. But unfortunately, that's all she can say. Right, on the bone meal. Oops. Messed that up. Gotta remember to look for the word unknown effect. That's what we're aiming for here. So this audio mod that I have installed really does make areas sound so much more realistic. The rain on the roof, for example. I mean, it's kind of rain on a tin roof or a metallic roof. So that I'm kind of judging, especially as somebody who works in the world of theater tech. Like, I don't know if the rain would sound this way. It sounds a bit metallic, but I don't make sound mods personally, so I don't judge. Ah, I keep doing that. Almost to the end of this. Ooh, found a new recipe there. For mountain flowers, that's kind of nice because I usually end up getting a lot of them. Alright, so we've done all the possible recipes that we can. So now I was going to do what we always do and go through all the recipes. We're 11. Next one down would be 57. And 45. 22, 21, 11, oh, 35 actually, 10, I think that's it. No more combinations. We have out-alchemied ourselves. So we're gonna grab all the extra ingredients that we've got. Got some food to eat, let's get rid of that. And now we're going to go ahead and sell stuff to Arcadia. Right, so we're going to do what we always do. We're going to sell her everything we've got. Except for health potions. Because I want those for myself. I'm a selfish dude. Stab her in the face and reset her inventory. Who knew? You can go to Walmart and stab somebody and then they'll have more stuff in their inventory. It's weird. Such a bizarre thing to learn from a video game. I know. Almost all my human interaction has been learned from video games, including stabbing Walmart employees to get more inventory and money from them.
So you're an alchemist then?
Ooh, that was a good shot right in the tear duct of her eye. Brutal. Wow. She just greeted me for once. Normally she has like a long line of dialogue. Like, are you interested in my potions and my reagents? Ooh, that's not bad. We will be able to afford almost everything. We're almost there, getting there. So as you can see, whoa, I didn't want to buy anything from you. What you did, you made me miss my shot. Let's see here. Hydration, light armor, resist frost. Oh yeah, the speech level up is nice too.
Good morning. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
And that should be the last of the potions. That is it. We have plenty of health potions of tons of different types. So we made some good money there. We're up to about 8,000 gold, so. Cross your fingers it doesn't crash when we leave. It usually does. And, well, we'll give it a minute. But if it doesn't solve it in the next 30 seconds, this is normally where I end up, like, having to quit for the night. Because it always crashes right here in particular. But, oh, It saved itself at the last second. Alright. Let's run up to Dragon's Reach. So we're going to need to purchase a bow to enchant with Soul Trap at some point, so that'll be on our list of things to do. I might just use the default bow that I have, we'll see. So we've already disenchanted stuff. I'm going to check just to make sure we finished. We did, okay. So we're going to talk to Farangar here. We'll usually buy scrolls and such off of us if we have any. Well, things like this that we can't do anything with. Right, what will he... Ooh, spell tomes and stuff, but he's out of gold, so we can get another Grand Soul Gem from him, as well as a bunch of empty Soul Gems that we're going to need here in a second. And I'll grab the common ones too. So we just spent like 5,000 gold there. Because what we're going to do, and let me actually use, I have a potion for this. We're going to enchant a Soul Trap bow. It doesn't need to be very good. I'll explain why. So, I'm going to chug a potion here. So, we are going to use this Dwarven bow. We're going to enchant it with Soul Trap. And a Grand Soul Gem. Which, notice, if we dies within 5 seconds, we don't need to be that generous. We can go all the way down to 1 to 2 seconds and get tons of shots of this thing. So I'm going to do actually 1 second, because if it doesn't die from a bow shot, like, it's not going to die. So we're going to do that. Use a Grand Soul Gem. We're going to rename this Your Soul is Mine. Cool. Then one more thing. Do we have... We still don't have Fortified Archery. Unfortunate. Well, that will have to be it for now then. But at least we have a Soul Trap bow now. So, you guys can see, this thing is an ass kicker of a weapon. But, guys, for now, that's going to have to be it for tonight. We've cruised up to the end of the 3-hour nighttime stream. If you are watching this back on YouTube, I hope you are able to relax, unwind, and enjoy a good portion of your day. And I hope that you guys will definitely tune in the future. Please check out the Discord, !Discord for more information. And I will see you guys next time. Good night.